Welcome everybody. This is Charlene's brunch or breakfast, I'm not sure what I named it, cooking class. I am going to take Charlene, and I know that Saturday mornings can kind of go either way depending on when you start your day. So I am thinking that a lot of you are going to be joining us for the replay. Please say replay below so that we know that you watched this. And I am just so excited to spend just a couple minutes this morning to teach you how I can really simplify your family's mealtime and take a lot of stress out of your life. So I'm just bringing up my notes here so that I stay on track. And my name is Christy, and I live in southeastern Wisconsin. Hi, Charlene. My name is Christy. I live in southeastern Wisconsin with my husband of almost 11 years, Dave, and our two girls. Hi, Elaine. Morgan turns 5 on Tuesday, and Emily is 2.5. And I joined Epicure in October 2019, 2 months after we hit the United States, because I wanted a nice discount on my groceries. So here we are, about 1.5 years later, and things have definitely changed in my business, but all for the better. So today, what our menu is like a breakfast. We're going to be making bacon in our microwave, French toast, and also some apples with some fruit dip. I think we're making whipped coffee too. Yeah, I have whipped coffee as well. So let's get our bacon started. I just want to tell you that this is our multi-purpose steamer. This is our crisping tray. I'm not going to take it out because I actually have my bacon twisted just because it looks fancy, no really function there for anything else, but I have the bacon actually like tucked in the sides between the tray and the steamer because that helps the bacon from shrinking up while it is cooking. This is going to be in the microwave for several minutes, and I find that especially with bacon, my silicone steamer gets pretty hot. So put it on a dinner plate so that it has more stability and so that you have something a little bit easier to grab a hold of. So I am going to do 2 minutes there, and now I'm going to grab, I have whipped coffee. Just off camera I'm grabbing some hot water. I'm pretty accident prone in the kitchen, so I fear that if I bring my teapot over there, I will definitely spill some water and burn myself. So, sorry. Siri thinks I'm talking to her. So, before we even get super started, while I am making my whipped coffee, I'm going to tell you about all of the prizes that we have today. So, just first, I have 2 tablespoons of hot water, nothing fancy there. We'll do 2 tablespoons of instant coffee. We actually put this in our protein shake, so that's why we have it in a pretty jar like this. And then I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of our caramel sauce mix. And then once I have all of this in my glass, I'm going to be mixing it up with, I don't even know what that's called. It's not a hand mixer. I don't know, a frother. I'm going to mix it up with my frother. So here we go. I actually bought this frother because I was drinking way too much like fruit coffee, and I was spending a lot of money and I was feeling really guilty about it. So this is a different alternative. All right, so we got to do this for a couple minutes, so now I'm going to tell you a little bit about prizes. So we have some exciting prizes for you guys during this cooking class. What is a virtual class without prizes? I am giving away entries into our drawing for participating in our class, so go back to our welcome post, tell me a little bit about you and your family and what your struggles are if you have any. Participate in this live, comment, ask questions, and just have a good time. You'll get bonus entries for having your order in by the end of the weekend, so that is the end of tomorrow, Sunday. You will also get bonus entries for booking a cooking class. Charlene will tell you that this is super simple. She actually just booked her class 7 days ago. All that you do is invite your friends to your private group, send them a message first, get them excited about Epicure and how it could really help their family. And then you will get rewards based on your friends' sales. And then finally, the way that you can get bonus entries in our drawing is to join us. Now I know that you didn't watch this video this morning because you're looking for a new job. Honestly, that wasn't me in October either, but it has been just truly a blessing to be able to make an income from my own kitchen, simply making the meals that I have to make every day for my family anyhow. You might be wondering, what in the world is Epicure? I've never heard of this. Like I mentioned, we first came to the United States in August of 2019, but we're actually a household name in Canada. We've been there for almost 25 years. And we are run by a family, a mother-daughter team, and this mom who wanted to have better choices for her kids. She didn't want to be feeding them all of the processed foods and questionable ingredients, so she started mixing up herbs and spices in her basement, selling them at the local market, and realized that there was a huge, huge need for this type of product. So she created Epicure, and now here we are, a direct sales business, but we do food, so it's really a bit different because everybody eats, you guys. We are basically like that grocery service that comes to your doorstep, only we don't charge you, what is it, like $7 a serving? I don't know how much HelloFresh is, so that's just a little bit about us. Okay, so here is our whipped coffee. Again, this is the Epicure dry caramel sauce mix. 2 tablespoons of that, 2 tablespoons of instant coffee, and then this is about 8 ounces of milk. And then do this fun thing to dump it over the top of the milk. And then you can mix it up, and it's just like a nice little caramel latte that you can drink at home. So that is something super fun. All of our products, I will encourage you guys to think outside of the bag. This says that it's a dessert sauce mix. I certainly did not make dessert over there. So there are tons of different options for all of our products. Go ahead and go on epicure.com, type in a product name, and it will give you just tons of recipe ideas that you can do with that product. Okay, so what else are we doing here today? We are going to be making French toast. I am going to be making that also in the steamer. So I'm just going to grab my rectangular steamer, and I'm going to just tell you a little bit more about Epicure. So we, like I mentioned, we are a 24-year-old company, a Canadian company, and we do spices, cookware, and we help you get healthy meals on the table in 20 minutes or less. So what we focus on are meal mixes called meal solutions. And these are basically like your hamburger helper for the health-conscious person. We have a ton of different flavors of these right now. So this is basically your spices. So let's just pull out Speedy Lasagna. Okay, so this is your spices for, nope, that's not Speedy Lasagna. This is your spices for Speedy Lasagna. It gives you instructions on the back on how you can make this either in your microwave or in 20 minutes or in your oven. And there's also, like, you can make a soup with this, lots of different options. We focus on low sodium, lower sugar, and real ingredients. What intrigued me about Epicure was something called our Never Ever list. And this is a list of dozens of ingredients that you will never ever find in any of our products. Some things that might stand out to you: gluten, high fructose corn syrup, peanuts, or actually any nut. So if you know anybody with a nut allergy, everything in our catalog is safe for them, and I think that it would really, really help their family if they had this kind of grocery store to choose from. What else? MSG, artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners, lots of really nasty things on here that you will never ever find in any of our products. And we focus on whole food ingredients. We are 95% non-GMO, project verified. Just so many great things here at Epicure. So besides our meal mixes, we also have time-saving cookware. You might have seen me put bacon in the microwave. You might not use your microwave. That's totally fine. If I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I put my microwave in the closet in 2012, and I never really looked back. We just made everything stovetop or in our toaster oven. We actually bought super fancy cookware that is steam, that cooks with steam stovetop. So we had been using steaming as our primary source of cooking our food for years. And then when I learned about Epicure and these microwave steamers, I was like, no, I don't think so, that's not for me. But I decided, after doing just a little bit of research, there's actually a Harvard study that states that microwave steaming, who is that? Hi, Joni. Microwave steaming is one of the healthiest ways that you can cook your meals because of the shorter cook time and the fact that you don't need to use any extra water or oil. That intrigued me. Back in 2012, when I put my microwave in the closet, I didn't have any kids, so I could take an hour to make my meal, and I didn't really care because I had all the time in the world. I didn't think so back then, but now I truly know that I had all the time in the world. Now I have 2 kids, and they're not quite as patient. So we learned about Epicure when I had just a little 1-year-old, and she used to scream and cry every time that I would make my meals, and it was so stressful. So we decided to give these steamers a shot, and I'm going to tell you, we have not looked back. I use my microwave steamers almost every single meal every day. So I put 2 eggs in my rectangular steamer. You'll notice that I didn't put any oil in there. And now I'm just going to take my bread. First, actually, I'm going to use my apple pie spice. And I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit in here. A little bit of apple pie spice. I'm going to break up my bread. I'm actually going to cheat a little bit. And then we'll put it right in the eggs. So a little bit more about our microwave steamers. You're probably wondering, what in the world can I cook in there? And I'm going to tell you just about anything. So I have not cooked meat stovetop since I started using these steamers. And that's probably the thing that people think is the most weird, is cooking meat in the microwave. They think it's going to get dried out and weird. But putting my chicken in the microwave, I can do a pound of chicken in my steamer in like between 4 to 6 minutes. It is the juiciest chicken that you will ever have. It produces so much like natural broth on the bottom. It is so nice and juicy. Hamburger I can do in 5 minutes, a pound in 5 minutes. In my large multi-purpose steamer with the bacon, I can actually do up to 5 pounds of hamburger in there, and it takes around 20-25 minutes. And I don't have to sit and babysit it. I actually stop like every 6 minutes. I break it up with my meat separator, and then I keep going. You can do fish, lots of really great things. So it just has really simplified, especially making meat, because I don't have to babysit it on the stove. And also, I'm kind of a terrible cook, and I just know that chicken takes 4 to 6 minutes in my microwave, so I don't have to like wonder if I'm feeding my family raw chicken because I know it's done. So meat, also your grains, your rice, noodles, quinoa, and oatmeal. Obviously you need to add your water to those meals, but it will shorten your cook time and make cleanup a lot easier. Your veggies, either fresh or frozen, about 4 to 6 minutes. Baked potatoes you can do in your microwave. You don't even have to puncture them. 6 to 8 minutes depending on how many you put in there and how big they are. What else? You can do mashed potatoes too, of course. Popcorn. So I'm not a popcorn eater, but people love this for popcorn because you don't have to use those microwave bags that you don't really know what in the world is in those microwave bags. You can just put your half a cup of kernels in your steamer, put it in your microwave for 4 or 5 minutes, and then just kind of listen for when the popping slows down, just like any other time that you would be cooking popcorn. I think I got it all. That's why I have my notes here. And eggs, of course. So I'm doing eggs. So I don't know about you guys, but eggs is like an easy meal that I often choose when I'm about to make a really poor choice for my lunch or whatever. It's 2 o'clock and I'm just starving, and it's just a lot easier to grab some string cheese and a granola bar, right? Obviously that's not enough food for a meal. So eggs, these steamers are non-stick, dishwasher safe. They're actually oven and freezer safe as well. So you'll see after I make this French toast, I'm gonna actually pop out this French toast and show you how clean this steamer is after we are done cooking these eggs. Because the thing about eggs, when you're cooking them stovetop, you're like scraping the pan and then you're using oil, and the eggs take on the flavor of whatever oil you used, and that really wasn't my thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in my microwave. Take out my bacon, and then show you what that looks like. Okay. So this has been cooling off in my microwave for about 2 minutes, so I'm able to touch it. But I want to show you all of that steam. And so 6 minutes for 6 pieces of bacon. I actually need a hot pad, I think, has made some crispy bacon. You can see it on camera how it's crispy. So this is just a super easy way to make bacon. In my 10 years of marriage, prior to Epicure, I didn't make bacon at all because I burned myself as a teenager and I just didn't want to deal with it. So with Epicure, we have our bacon here. I'm gonna grab my grip and grab tongs. Also, anything that I'm using that's purple is Epicure. So this is how I clean up, guys. I take my tray with my tongs, kind of put that to the side, and then you can see all of the droppings from the bacon in here. I will just pour out this loose grease. I'll put a little bit of warm water in the steamer, let it sit in my sink for 5 minutes, wipe it out with my hand and toss it in my dishwasher, and then the dishwasher does all of the work for me. So if you were making an entire pound of bacon, or if you were making more than that, you can do all of the bacon. Just keep on going without cleaning it in between. You might be worried that it's going to wreck your steamer, and it absolutely does not. It just is the same thing. There's just more grease on the bottom and more of that debris, but it all comes off really, really easily just with, I do a little bit of a warm soak and then the dishwasher, because if I put like things with debris in my dishwasher, my husband gets crabby. So here's our French toast. You can kind of tell. I'm pretty certain that this is cooked all the way through. We'll see what this looks like. I'm just using my flipper, another Epicure tool. So yep, this comes right out of here. Put that on my plate. I'm actually gonna fold it in half so that I have more room for my apples later. All right, so that's our meal so far. I know it's hard to see on a white plate, but this is my steamer. Look how clean that came off, and you can just see with my flipper that I can just like scrape the rest off. This is going to be super easy to clean in my microwave. Now, I need to tell you guys yet about some products that we have that you don't put in the microwave, our sheet pans. I know that Charlene really has been loving her sheet pans and her sheet pan liners. So, Epicure does sell sheet pans if you need a new sheet pan. They're inexpensive and they're really sturdy. If you don't need new sheet pans, just go ahead and measure them to see if you can use our liners in the sheet pans that you already own. This is our full sheet pan. And this is our sheet pan liner, our full sheet pan liner. This is also silicone. It's dishwasher and oven safe and freezer safe as well. I like flash freeze stuff on here pretty often. And this covers your entire pan. It protects your pan from all the mess and the grease and the grime and everything of baking, sheet pan meals, whatever. I use these all the time. I honestly don't even really wash my sheet pans anymore because they don't get dirty. And then this is our quarter sheet pan size. These come in a set of 2, so you either get 2 pans or 2 of these liners, and I love this size as well. And I'm gonna show you, if you are on the fence about which liner you should try first, I'm gonna recommend our quarter sheet pan liner. Like I mentioned, this comes in a set of 2, so they fit perfectly side by side. My favorite way to use my sheet pan liners is for like a breakfast for dinner. I do a sheet pan pancake, so I just pour all of my batter right over here. I do ham over here. I warm up my oven to like 400, 425, and then my pancakes are done within like 20, 25 minutes. So that's one of my favorite things to do on my sheet pan liners because it's so quick and easy, and the cleanup is a breeze. All right, so the last thing that I wanna tell you guys about and show you is one of our dessert mixes. And this is just a really great option for like a dip, or even if you have kids who won't eat just like regular yogurt. Like, I'm not sure if Elaine shared in here or just in my my recipe club, but this is called Summer Berry Sweet Dip Mix. Tons of different ideas of what you can use with this. You can even make like a vinaigrette with this. So this is just plain Greek yogurt. You could technically measure this, and actually I'm cheating. This has a shaker top on, but in real life this does not come with a shaker top. I just save my shaker tops from my other products, and I put it on this one because I use this as a topper pretty often for my kids. Basically, if they won't eat what I'm serving, I put sprinkles on it, and then they'll eat it. So there we go. Easy as that. This is either your sweet dip mix or your flavored yogurt, however you want to use it. And then for your fruit for your breakfast, you can just take an apple and your ceramic chef knife, cut it up, and then that would be your nice balanced breakfast. So you've got your fancy latte, your whipped coffee using our caramel sauce. You have your French toast using our apple pie spice. You could even put summer berry in there as well for a summer berry flavored French toast. You've got your bacon that you made in the microwave crispy in 6 minutes. And then now you've got this beautiful dip as well. So that is our meal. Easy as that. So I've been talking to you guys, and that took me 20 minutes talking through the whole thing. So it's probably gonna take you guys like 8 minutes when you do it on your own. So I wanna tell you real quick about 2 more things actually. My typical breakfast is our protein shakes. I actually have a shake when I first wake up. I work out and then I eat something like this just because my body needs it by then. We have chocolate and vanilla. It's really smooth. I really love both of our shakes. Definitely check those out. And then we also have Pantry Switches. So this is something that a lot of people really love, especially if they're living the kind of lifestyle that they need, like low carb, low sugar, low sodium. So these are just normal things that a lot of Americans have in their pantries, and we have healthier options for all of them. Mac and cheese, ranch, fajita seasoning. In fact, our fajita seasoning, compared to the store brand, which has over 400 milligrams, ours has 0. That is incredible. Our broth mix, so our broths are actually a powdered broth, so you can make as much or as little as your family needs. No waste, very flavorful, and you don't have to worry about this this liquid broth that's been in your fridge. How long has it been in there? And also the sodium is barely anything compared to these store brands. Lipton onion soup. So we have a 3-onion dip mix. I use that to replace all onions in my meals now. It also makes a fabulous dip, of course, and a lot of people use it just for flavors in their soups, stews, casseroles, things like that. And then, of course, a chocolate pudding. Our chocolate pudding is dairy-free, so you can mix it with whatever milk your family drinks, whether it's a dairy milk or almond milk, whatever. It will all set up in the fridge. The best chocolate pudding I've ever had. I typically am not a chocolate person. I love that chocolate pudding. And I think it's like 100 calories for half a cup. I love that too. Okay, so let me make sure that I covered everything here. It looks like I have. So guys, it's time to shop. A post should have gone off about 3 minutes ago with Charlene's link and a little information about what you can do next. You can go ahead and go shopping. I want you to click on the link and then click on collections in the top left-hand corner, and it's going to give you some options, food, cookware. Once you click into those, you should click on collections because that is the best way to get started with Epicure. I love our 3-week dinner collection, like Charlene mentioned. It gives you the best variety in all of our meal solutions. Otherwise, every month, during this catalog season, Epicure actually gets a new catalog every 4 months, which is super cool. It keeps people interested. We have our 30 days of what's for dinner. This gives you a full meal plan and grocery list and all of the products that you need. This is actually everything that you get for 30 dinners. And isn't that just amazing? You don't have to think about it for 30 days, and they're all super easy, raw to ready in 20 minutes or less. You do not need our steamer to make these meals, and you do not need these meals to use our steamer. I hope that makes sense. Any questions on that, let me know. All right, so those are our collections. Next, maybe you're looking at your cart and you're like, I'm not really sure if I should be spending all of this at once. Or maybe you're just super excited about what you see here. I'm going to encourage you to book a cooking class off of Charlene's. You actually get a $20 booking bonus just for saying yes and having your qualified cooking class. Our host rewards are amazing. Elaine will tell you that. I saw her host order come through not last night, but the night before, and I'm just blown away by all of the stuff that she got with her rewards. I'm currently booking in April and May. Please let me know if I can help you with this. It's definitely the best way to get started with Epicure because you get tons of freebies, plus you are helping your friends and family with their mealtime struggles. I share Epicure because this has completely changed the way that I cook for the better. It has taken a lot of stress off of my family's mealtime. It has just made my life so much easier. So maybe you're thinking, you know what, I think that this might even just be a good thing for me to have a great discount with, or maybe I want to see about making a little bit of extra income with Epicure. When I started in October 2019, I wanted a discount. I'm pretty shy, so going into people's homes and doing demonstrations, I would do it, but it wasn't really my favorite thing. But then when our business model changed to virtual, my business completely changed and it exploded. And I am just so thankful that I can make an income that makes a difference, twice my mortgage and then some, from my own kitchen, making the meals that I have to make anyways. So if you want to make just a little bit of pocket money, some latte money so you don't feel bad going through your Starbucks drive-through, if you want to just have a really nice discount on your groceries, or even make an income that can really make a difference to your family, let me know and send me a message. If it's even just a thought in your brain, I just want to give you a little bit of information so that you can make an educated choice. Sometimes people say that I overthink this, but I'm an information person. So if you're excited about this, let me know and I can show you our business kit. It's $99 and it gives you over $250 worth of food, products, food, cookware, and supplies to help you get your business started right. It's an amazing deal and we have amazing leadership and community and just family in our team. So that's what I wanted to show you today. I will take a picture of our meal. Thank you so much for hopping on. Elaine, thank you for saying good things about hosting a cooking class. I truly try to make it super easy for you guys, and this is really going to help you, your friends, and your family. Have a good weekend, you guys. Bye-bye.